I had a dream last night that I had a DeLorean time machine. I was at some exotic locale and it looked incredible. Had the hat, the jacket, the hoverboard. But then I woke up.
Take me down to the paradise city where the grass is green and the girls are pretty. Oh, won't you please take me home? Welcome to the jungle. We got fun and games. Whoa, we shine. Yeah, they're loaded like a freight train, flying like an airplane, speeding like a space brain. One more time tonight. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Welcome to the jungle. Watch it bring you to your knees. Take me down to the paradise city where the grass is green and the girls are pretty. Oh, won't you please take me home? I wanna go. I wanna know. Oh, won't you please take me home, baby?
What is up, everybody? That is really crooked. Okay, phone needs to go over here because I'm not using it. So go. Hi. And we're still crooked on the cameras. So let's move. Is there something else there that I'm not seeing? Or is it just my imagination? There we go. Welcome to Talk Wrestling here on this special Thursday edition here on the Jeff Meacham Network, of course, on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. We tried the Instagram pre-show today. Didn't go so well, so hell with it. We're on the air now. As I mentioned on the social media post promoting today's show, not going to be doing our scheduled deep dive of Chi-Town history in wrestling just because didn't get a whole lot of the real reason I didn't get a whole lot of stuff filmed is because we had a little bit of a scheduling issue in Chicago. So I ended up taking the kiddo to the Six Flags Park myself, and just kind of shenanigans ensued. Chaos and mayhem, as we always have here on the network. But I wanted to come on and offer everybody out there the chance to ask me anything. You don't need a super chat today. If you want to ask a question, I'm going to leave it wide open. You guys can ask whatever you want of anything. There's a lot going on right now. Matter of fact, at the top of the next hour at 8 o'clock Eastern, I'll be over on the No DQ YouTube channel on the No DQ review, talking about everything that's going on. But I figured I would give you guys the chance to go ahead and pick the brain of the professor now. And while I wait for the questions to come in, I will talk about what's been going on because a lot's happening. If you saw Dynamite last night in Pittsburgh, and shout out to both Big G and Greg for having an opportunity to see AEW live. And Greg called me on the phone actually just a few minutes ago. That was his first major promotion show that wasn't WWE. So congrats to Greg for popping that cherry. And I've been waiting to use that for years. So I feel better about using that now. I'm very proud of myself for that, damn it. Anyway, a lot of things happening as we get ready for the debut of AEW Rampage tomorrow night. I believe it's at 10 o'clock Eastern, if I remember right. So it won't conflict with the blue brand over at WWE. So that'll be a fun night. Speaking of Big G, there he is right there. Matter of fact, G, I'm going to send you this link because I haven't had you on the show in a while, and I would just love to see your face if you are available. So let me go ahead and bring Facebook up so I can just go ahead and do that. Great show, and again, G's gonna be in Chicago, so I definitely want to talk to him because, like I said, today's show was supposed to be about Chicago. It just didn't work out that way. So yeah, it kind of is what it is, unfortunately. But I enjoyed Chicago so much. It's a beautiful city. You hear a lot of shit about Chicago. I didn't have a problem. I didn't think there was anything, everything I'd heard about being what it was. I didn't get that sense at all. While I was there, it was a wonderful trip, wonderful time there. The Six Flags Park is beautiful. It's nice and flat, no hills like our park, so that was nice. I think I mentioned this last week on Talk Wrestling when we were talking about Atlanta. I didn't go to that park, the Six Flags Park there, but I did mention that the Six Flags Park in Chicago is very unlike ours in that there's no hills, which is so nice for my big giant ass. Just so funny. Very, very helpful, and I had a great time. I haven't had a good time at a coaster park in so long, so that was nice. Did get to see the Cubbies. That was the plan, but again, the scheduling things just kind of blew up in my face, so it kind of worked out that way. So, and then we also got to go out to a very popular pizza place that the champ Adam Pierce recommended for me. Quiznut out in Waukegan. Very good pizza. Delicious pizza, as a matter of fact. I enjoyed it thoroughly. Dwayne says, do you think there'll be a screwy finish with Jericho and MJF that will lead to a rematch on pay-per-view? I think it should be a rematch anyway. I loved all the picks Big G took last night. Would love to have been there. Yeah, I found myself very jealous that I wasn't there last night, and even more jealous that they're going into Chicago and I just missed it. It sucks, but such is life. So, hello, Brendan. Good to see you, sir. Good to see you here in the room. I don't know why. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Damn, link's not going through. So, I also wanted to show this before I get Big G in here and I get to mushy about. Hey, Tim. Good to see you, sir. I also need to check out something else here really quick before I bring G in here. There we go. Let's see. Want to do. I don't want to do that. No. I mean, yeah, let's do that. That's fine. Okay. I don't want to use it right now, though, so can we put that back? Thank you. Okay. All right. Anyway. I've been thinking about this doing for a long time, and I finally got the opportunity to do it before SummerSlam because I wanted to hand these out. See if I can obscure the number. There you go. The official Jeff Meacham Network business cards. There you go. So if you're at SummerSlam and you are looking to network with the network as far as in a guest capacity or a host capacity, I'll more than happy to hand out a card to you. I had a fan ask me if I could send him one. I'm not going to do that. It's nothing personal. It's just I've had a lot of issues with people in the past about hacks and whatnot, and my phone number's on there. So it's just a little weird. So sorry, I can't do that. Chris, Mr. Yuck is here. He says, is AEW at risk of slipping down the WCW slope? Yep. I've been saying it for weeks. Virtue may be a little bit over the top in his ragging on AEW, but he's not 100% wrong. There's a lot going on there that could be problematic. BG says, I'm working Vessel right now. Oh, okay. Well, there he's doing a pizza with the wrong thing. There you go. All right, G. Well, we'll go ahead and move on from having you on the show. That's cool. So what we'll do is this. If you would like to come on and talk to me and join the chat, you can super chat that way. That's what we'll do. If you want to join the show, you can super chat and or donate to, let's get the banners up here, I guess. Boop. There you go. We'll go ahead and do that. And yes, what a pop for Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. Very proud to be a fan of the good doctor. Very, very excited for her that she had that amazing reaction last night. It was cool to have the towels very much in the vein of the Steelers. That was kind of cool. Again, I'm a Cowboys guy, so personally, it's but you know. It's all the love for Britt. I love the presentation. So very, very cool. Lot of interesting things are coming up, and we'll see how it plays out here in the next couple weeks because we got Rampage tomorrow night for AEW. We've got the final week before SummerSlam, and like I was saying to Greg on the phone, a week from tomorrow, right around this time, I'll be on my way to Sin City. I'm very, very happy I'm going out to Vegas, man. It's funny, the vacation I took with Dylan and his mom was more of a hired task, I guess I can call it. I mean, I had a great time with Dylan and it was awesome, but the old phrase, I need a vacation because of my vacation, very much a thing. And it's only over the weekend, which is not, I like to be up there longer and see my best friend, of course, and get to, hang out with everybody, but life goes on and business moves on. And I've got a very busy week starting this Monday before SummerSlam even. I don't have the what do you call it? The trailer edited yet. I'm going to have it up tomorrow before the replay of Renegade's review, which I'll go ahead and plug right now since I'm talking about it. That'll be tomorrow at 7:00 Eastern, the replay of JJ's review of the classic My Girl and My Girl 2 movies, which I can't watch to this day. They just messed my shit up. I did make the announcement earlier during before we went on the air that I did finally get the opportunity to book my good buddies Genocide and Rachel Ryan from Paradise Kitty. They'll be on one-on-one, of course, with two of them. It's 2-on-1. I'm grossly outnumbered. So we'll see how that goes. That'll be coming up on Thursday, the 16th of September, because the next night they'll be the Viper Room. And I can't even describe how excited I am to go to the Viper Room and see my girls, the kitties. I'm just so happy. And so go ahead and get the big, there it is. Hi, there we go. Can we maybe, I I don't know if you guys can hear me. If I do, you guys can hear me. Cool. So that's coming up for them on the day after they're on my show. Let me go ahead and do that one more time. There's the plug for Jenna and Rachel. They're going to be on the 16th, and then they're at the Viper Room the next night with Heavy Velvet. It's a benefit for Music Unites. Very, very excited to be a part of that. And then, as I announced on social media last week, they're going on the Jericho Cruise. I'm so tickled for them that they get to join Chris Jericho and AEW and Fozzy and everybody and Striker. It's going to be an amazing cruise. I'm so happy for them. Too cool. Brendan with the $2 super chat. Thank you, Brendan. He says, I think CM Punk will return to the pay-per-view. You know, it wouldn't surprise me one bit. It would not surprise me if we see CM Punk at I just realized that I'm not on camera. Hi, there we go. Hi. At All Out. That's the big rumor. So if you mean SummerSlam, that would be interesting. I'm not gonna lie, I would pop mega pop if he walked out there in Vegas, because it was 10 years ago that he cut that legendary pipe bomb over at the Thomas and Mack Center in Las Vegas. So, you know, stranger things have happened, and we'll see how it goes. Chris says, what is the NWA and Impact gain from partnering with AEW? Maybe Christian Cage helps in the plot line. Yeah, we were joking the last time I was on the No DQ panel with TJS. You know, trust the process, let it play out. I don't think we've seen every facet of the partnerships yet. It's been very much one-sided in AEW's favor. There's no question about that, especially with Kenny Omega being the champion. But let's not discount the marketing and booking geniuses of Billy Corgan and the National Treasure Nick Aldis, the world's champion, and everybody in the NWA. There's a lot to go. And that's the key to what's happening with the NWA and with Impact and with AEW and with AAA and with the other promotions that are apparently going to be descending onto Vegas for Bound for Glory in October, which I'm kind of contemplating going. We'll see. Is that they have to let it play out. They have to let it simmer. They can't raise it to a high heat, and they have to let it play out and not just, for lack of a less gross term, blow their wad. I mean, really, they can't let that happen, because that's happened in the past when we had guys like Vern Gagne and Jim Crockett try to get together for that Pro Wrestling USA thing, and they couldn't keep their own egos in check. It was very unfortunate. So yeah, it was a bummer that that didn't work out. But I think this partnership, whatever you want to call it, the cross promotionals with again AEW, the NWA, Impact Wrestling, AAA, and whoever else. I mean, there's infinite diversity and infinite combinations, as they say on Star Trek. So time will tell. Give me 1 second, guys. I need to send a text. Sorry about that. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to Rampage in Pittsburgh again. We're going to see Britt defend the title, which I can't stress enough how much of a fan I am of Britt Baker, Dr. Britt Baker, excuse me, DMD. I was going to go here with the proper props. Easy for me to say. She is an extraordinary talent. She has been extraordinary talent for as long as I've been able to have eyes on the product that she's been involved with. She is she's a rare talent that she's been allowed to grow the character and really kind of come into her own as a professional wrestler. And what's funny is she's really had to do it in front of the world. That's been kind of cool. But she's really, I don't even think she's hit her peak yet, which I think is very funny to say, because if you watch last night, I mean, God, she was over like, again, it's her hometown. She's going to be over like Rover for sure, right? But she looked and sounded tremendous last night. She's ready for Rampage. She's ready for Red Velvet. It's going to be a hell of a show tomorrow night in Pittsburgh. Dwayne asks, who do you finally see dethroning Nick Aldis? Will it be someone from another promotion or an NWA person? Well, I know that their next show, it's going to be, or their next, it's not really a house show necessarily, but it's going to be a major show that Trevor Murdoch is once again challenging for the 10 pounds of gold, but he's putting his career on the line. And my thinking is that Trevor is going to lose and step away. You forget, Trevor's been around for at least 18 years, because he was NWA WWE champion like in 2003. Anyway, so he's been around a while, so I wouldn't surprise me if he retired. I don't think that Billy and Nick and the other brain trust in NWA now will trust an outsider. So if it's going to be anybody that's in the NWA right now, God, there are so many amazing talents within the National Wrestling Alliance right now that could shock the world. I mean, you've got his partners, Latimer and Adonis, and Camille's women's champion, of course. There's a lot of great young guys there and veterans that still have a lot of gas in that tank. So it's very difficult for me to say right now who it would be. My money was on Murdoch, and that didn't happen. So my guess is they're going to build toward NWA 73. In the next couple of weeks, we're going to see who's going to face Nick. And once we get a full card, which I'm hoping to have a full card by the 24th, because I'm having their play-by-play guy, Joe Galli, on one-on-one. So we're definitely going to go in depth on the NWA that week. We're going to have Joe Galli on Tuesday on one-on-one, and then Thursday we're going to do a full prediction show with Jay Cal from the Alliance Guys blog, which I'm so excited about having Jay on. He's I've been a fan of his for years and years, so looking forward to that. All right, next one from Dwayne, also the $2 super chat. Thank you, Dwayne. Appreciate it. Is Cole leaving WWE for AEW or sticking around? That is the $64,000 question, isn't it? My money is on him sticking around. My money is on him staying with WWE. I just have a feeling that that's going to be the case. I don't know what makes me say that, but I just have a feeling that that's going to be the case. As much as people, he can end up in AEW and be with his wife, and Britt was very quick to point out he doesn't need to be with her and she doesn't need to be with him at work. They are doing great, both of them on their own. I do feel he has hit a holding pattern on the NXT brand. So if he were to stay with WWE, he definitely needs to go to Raw or SmackDown. And again, people are like, oh, well, God, that's a death knell. He's going to, and yeah, a lot of people that have gone up have really hit the skids. That's definitely not, I can't even remotely exaggerate about that. It really is a thing. But I think Adam Cole is one of those rare talents where he will thrive if he goes to the main roster, or Raw or SmackDown. So Shane says, I would love to see Kenny Omega be the NWA champion. I'm a fan of Kenny's to a point. I don't want him to be the NWA champion and just have it be part of the collection. That championship, from my perspective, is much more sacred than just being one of the many trophies on Kenny's waist and around Kenny's arms and all that. I don't want that to happen personally. Dwayne says, I think Adam Cole's leaving because no one is safe right now with all the releases. This is true, but it's ultimately his choice. And I feel he will choose to stay. Both my Atlanta guys are here. CJ's here and Shane. Everybody's here. Cool. And again, I have to thank both of them. I did that last week on Talk Wrestling, but I have to say that again to both of them. Thank you so much for everything. While my family and I were in Atlanta, Georgia, it was cool to see you guys. It was a really nice meal. The cider was good. And I definitely look forward to going back when it's not so ungodly freaking humid because, like you said, springtime for sure next time. But I enjoyed it. It was fun. People have asked me since my appearance on the panel about Bray Wyatt and where he's going. We can sit there and just speculate and ruminate for days and weeks about Bray's gonna end up with AEW or he's gonna end up leaving the business. It's like we don't know, and we talked about it ad nauseum on the panel. So I will simply say this: I would be very surprised if he does not end up back at WWE. CJ says, so how pissed off will people be at AEW if there is no CM Punk at the pay-per-view? Right? God. People will lose their minds. It'll be funny. And yes, it was the first time I had a bison burger, and it was delicious. I definitely found a new favorite each step of the way, and I'm glad I triggered the memory. So thank you, CJ. I love bison burgers, and let me go ahead and not have anybody else. I don't have to worry about hearing anybody. Is it on this side? No, it's on this side. Okay. So while I was in Chicago, I went to a Irish pub down there called Callaghan's. There it is. There you go. And I discovered a drink there called the Vaccine. So I can definitely recommend you going online and finding O'Callaghan's in downtown Chicago. It's right near the Westin Hotel and very close to Harry Carey's restaurant down there. And look up the recipe for the Vaccine. Man, was that a good drink. I had two of them. It says to have two to fully get yourself medicated for the day ahead. And wow, good shit, as Vince would say. Very good drink. And when I got to NorCal, I found my Joker hat, which I can't see right now because I don't want to go off camera and look for it. But I found a little something cool in each city, and I was very happy with the tour. Again, Monday on Talk Wrestling, when we go back to our regular day and time. Well, not time because we're going at 6:30 again, but a full deep dive on the Cow Palace. I cannot wait for that. Oh my goodness. You guys are going to be so, I hope, and again, this is just me, speculating at this point, but I really hope you guys enjoy what we shot at the Cow Palace and the stories I got and the pictures I got, because I felt so honored to have been in that place and seen the same place that Pat Patterson and Ray Stevens and Elvis and the San Jose Sharks played there for a couple of years, and just so much WCW history in that building. Can't wait. Dwayne with the $5 super chat says, gotta save money for the review. Well, I appreciate that. All his talk on Punk and not Brian. Who do you think is going to be champion first if either one does jump to AEW? My money is on Punk. My money's on Punk being the guy to jump over there and be the man to at least make Kenny sweat, if not take the title off him. One or the other. That's how it's going to be. He's going to be the one to make Don and Kenny go, oh shit, what do we do now? Just CM Punk moves the needle. And I was probably unjustly critical of people's obsession to see CM Punk come back. Like I said, I had no problem with Punk personally. I know some people do. I know people don't like his attitude. People don't like who he is or who he was. But I I had said that I put a post out with a picture of my dad with him at a hockey thing in 2017. So he'd already been gone 3 years at that point. If he does come back and he doesn't deliver like CM Punk, like we want CM Punk to deliver, will that be his ultimate, his lasting impression that he leaves on the business? Or can we remember the guy that literally turned the business on its ear more than once and went out on his own terms? So we'll see. CJ asks, why is SummerSlam on a Saturday? You know, I had speculated, and I was off on this assumption because it wasn't true. I had thought they were leaving the stadium open Sunday in Vegas so the Raiders could play a preseason game. Well, they're playing a game that weekend, but they're going to be here in Los Angeles. So, oops, my bad. By the way, go Rams that week. Please shut the Raiders up. So I don't know why, if that's the case. I'm not sure why the WWE chose to run SummerSlam on a Saturday. I'm not too happy about it. I'm not going to lie. But I'm more concerned about the traffic. And I say that because I haven't done the mileage check between Allegiant Stadium and T-Mobile Arena, but Pacquiao's fighting down at T-Mobile, and the traffic's going to suck going back to downtown where we're staying in our hotels. So luckily I'm being dropped off at Planet Hollywood, and I'm going to party the night away, hopefully, with my best friend if we get to do that. So time will tell. Like I said, I've got, as of right now, there's 9 days until SummerSlam, 8 days till we're traveling. So we'll see. Dwayne says, I wonder if Daniel Bryan's going to bring back his vegan, eco-friendly heel run. I would love to see just Bryan Danielson, be the best wrestler on the planet. The guy that can beat anybody, wrestle with anybody. That's the Bryan Danielson I want to see. I could care less about the vegan stuff and the eco stuff, like whatever. That was very WWE driven. So, I mean, that is who he is to a certain extent, but they WWE'd it. So I'd rather just have him be Bryan Danielson. Is SummerSlam going to run 4 hours? Good question. I don't have an answer for that because we're not there yet. I know what time. Actually, I don't know what time off the top of my head. I have to look at I guess I can look at the ticket, can't I? That would be helpful, wouldn't it? All right, Chris, thank you for plugging the show on Twitter. I appreciate that. Okay, where's my damn? There it is. Waleta. Now I don't want the tap card. Go away. What the hell is my? There it is. There we go. No, that's Space Jam. Can I make that go away? There we go. That's what I wanted. Okay. I don't need that anymore. Sorry, guys. Give me 1 second here. Just trying to get rid of shit. Ticketmaster. There we go. All right. It looks like the door time is 4:30 for SummerSlam, which means it's going to probably start at 5 o'clock, which would be 8 o'clock for y'all on the East Coast. Since we're out in Vegas, we're going to have the sun for longer. So if it starts at 8, I don't see it going till 12, but I don't know. They've done that in the past. So it wouldn't surprise me if it goes 4, but they've been really streamlining the length of their shows here during the pandemic era. So we will see. There's also a very, very minute possibility that the show gets moved back to the Thunderdome, which will piss my effing ass off, man. I swear I'll be so mad because I really need this weekend out of the house more than anything. Like I want to see my best friend. I want to hang with my dad. Like I want to go. So hopefully that's not the case. Shane asked, do you think there will be an indie tribute show to Bobby Eaton? And have I listened to Jim Cornette's podcast about Bobby? I didn't have a chance to talk much about Bobby when he passed because we were just going right into shit with work. So unfortunately, yeah, Bobby passing. I don't know why it hit me harder than the other two last week. It was very interesting because Burt Prentice died, and oh God, who the hell else died last week? God, that's so bad, Jeff. I'm such a bad journalist. I'll call myself a journalist, guys, right there, because I don't remember shit. But Bobby's death really hit me hard. I'm not really sure why. I think it's maybe because I grew up watching him. Like he was around when I became a Jody Hamilton. God Almighty. And then Hideki Hosaka also passed away last week. Man, it's a rough week last week. Oh, what do you? I don't think this is right, Ted Lewin. Huh. Oh, I guess he would. Whatever. Anyway, yeah, so yeah, Bobby's death really hit me right in the feels. Because I had watched I remember Stunning Steve Austin beating Beautiful Bobby Eaton for the TV title in May of '91. I wasn't really watching WCW much then. I just remember catching that on TV. And Bobby, from what I was told, one of the nicest people in the business on this planet, from what Mick Foley has said. So it sucks, that the good die young, as they say. And Bobby was in his 60s, so people don't consider that young. I consider that young. And it sucked. I think there should be several indie tribute shows to Bobby Eaton, to be perfectly honest with you, Shane. Especially in Alabama. Maybe Conrad can put something together. Oh, by the way, thank you, Conrad, for the by 10 of the host panel. Appreciate that. Very cool. Adfreeshows.com. Can't stress enough how awesome that channel is. How cool those shows are, to hear the insights of those legendary names 7 days a week. I mean, really. If you get them, you get them really ad free on ad free shows, but they're on every day of the week as far as the podcasting outlets go, Apple and Google Play and Spotify, all that jazz. So there you go. Last comment. I was really thinking the final fall of Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole should have been losing NXT. That may have been the original plan before the contract thing came up, and they had to kind of maybe pivot on that. So again, we will see what we shall see what happens. Dwayne also says sad about Bobby, especially for his daughter Taryn. Because Bobby's wife passed not long ago. Yeah, that's right. God, she's having a rough summer. Again, thoughts to the entire Eaton family. Just a really wonderful opportunity whenever Bobby came on to wrestle. He was one of the best wrestlers I ever saw on TV. Period. End of story. He was one of the best, and I regret not making more of an effort to, interview him. Sorry, I'm having computer issues as usual. Nothing new around here, right, kids? Anyway, Christ almighty, this thing is so touchy. I think I might need to get off of here and fix this before the review, or Aaron will be mad at me. All right, so really quick, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up because I'm hitting about 45, which is what I wanted to do. I wanted to be off at 4:40, but it's okay. So tomorrow, in this time slot, 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 Pacific, you can catch the double feature of My Girl 2, as JJ, the Renegade himself, reviews both movies. And yes, tomorrow's Friday the 13th, so go watch your Jason Voorhees movies. Do your thing tomorrow, kids. Please do that. Also, again, I have to point out that on the 16th of September, we'll be welcoming Genocide and Rachel Ryan of Paradise Kitty into the Jeff Meacham Network for 2-on-1 with Jeff Meacham. That'll be on September 16th. And of course, there'll be the Viper Room the following night for a Music Unites benefit with Heavy Velvet. And you can check everything out at viperroom.com for tickets and all that shenanigans. Shane says maybe they'll put the Midnight Express in the Hall of Fame. Maybe. That'd be cool. I wouldn't mind seeing that. And, of course, Paradise Kitty is going to be on the Jericho Cruise coming up October 21st, 25th. Get your cabin booked at chrisjerichocruise.com and check out Paradise Kitty on their social media outlets. Love my girls. This is what's coming up. I mean, I'm a busy boy. You can see. Gonna be bonkers. I mean, you see right there, tomorrow the 13th is going to be the reviews for JJ, and then starting on Monday, that run there where the show every day goes all the way through until September 17th, with Paradise Kitty being booked on the 16th now. The episode of Dads on the 17th will be officially the last scheduled day in a row. 34 days. I can't wait to show the trailer tomorrow. I'm very excited about that. Dwayne says, see you in 45, buddy. Appreciate that. They're definitely going to be interested to see on the topics tonight as well. They're going to be, I guess we're talking about Brock and Becky, so it'll be a cool show tonight. Again, guys, thank you so very much. Thank you all very much. We'll see you guys at the top of the hour for the ODQ review, and next week, Monday, right here on Talk Wrestling, guys. Have a great night.